This is the first step in prepping tires. And the first thing is to put the tire on the spinner and test the balance. See how this one is traveling? This tire is unbalanced. And in modified or even stock racing, you will feel the difference between a balanced tire and a non-balanced tire. So the first steps I do is look at this here and then pick the best 2 tires out of 4 out of a new package that go in the front. And those are the ones you see there. They are actually been marked, and they were cleaned first before applying glue, and then I use these gravity that go on here and mark the distance in terms of how much glue. So the mark, you see the gray line on there, and that's where I apply the glue on. After glue is done drying, I'll apply a second coat using a Q-tip slash method. So basically put the tire on a special homemade gluer, and then use a Q-tip, put the glue on the wax paper, and then apply it this way. You can see here, the spinner is actually a little bit on the fast side, but you can get slightly slower if you like, so that way it makes it a little easier. And then once you're done gluing, then I will put the tire back on the spinner to see how much vibration there is. If there's still a fair bit of vibration, which normally there is on these tires, the ones that I chose in the front still need to be balanced, but I'll do that after the gluing process. And I will use a SkyRC magnetic balancer for that purpose. That'll be the final step before you put the tires on the car. Okay, so rear tires to balance. So basically, on the balancer, this is a magnetic one, I tend to put like a little I don't know what you call it. You know, when you adjust the track width on the ball or on the car, put those little guys in there to keep the tire actually wobble free. Then, once you find the heavy spot, just wait for it to stop. I'll take my trusty silver Sharpie. You'll notice I don't actually take the tread off the center here. And I do that purposely because I think that you just, after a few runs, that'll come off. You can sand it down if you wish, but then you just kind of affect the integrity of the tire. Now, what I do is I mark the top of the tire. So you can see here, there's the mark. And that is your friend, especially when it comes to balancing tires. Basically, you want to add weight to that spot inside the tire. And then you want it to be at this point and not move up. So basically 90 degrees parallel with the rod, and when it moves up, you know you have to add more weight to this portion of the tire. So I'll do that and then I'll show you what it looks like. So, taking putty, I'm going to put it on this side here where the mark is on the tire. Now, with the weight in the tire, which you can see, I'm going to check how the balance is. So this is a little bit of an art. Just going to try to... So you can see it's going down. That means it's too much. I put too much of the putty in there. Yes. It's higher. It's not even. maybe it's actually quite good. So what I'm going to do is put the tire on the spinner, and you'll see how much the vibration is going. Alright, so here's the same tire on this on the spinner. You can see where the mark is. Just spin it up full throttle, and you'll know right away if the vibration is gone or not. Huh? Look at that. That tire is smooth, no vibration. That's perfect. What you want for a final result. So here's the other rear tire. You can see there's no marking. There's the other guy that I marked. Where are you? See, there's the mark. And that's where the putty is. That's it. That was enough to balance it. Now, here's the other guy. Oh my goodness, this is bouncing like crazy. So we're going to fix that. Balancing the tire. See what the end result's going to be like. So here's that other rear tire, which I'm going to balance. I've got it on the tire balancer now. One thing I like about the magnetic one is that there's very little resistance. I think it's better than bearing design. So seems like the tire, and spin it one more time. I don't have to spin it that much, just a little bit. Just 1 or 2 revolutions. You don't need to over exaggerate it. Just so it finds the heavy spot. Okay. Take my trusty silver Sharpie. Mark the top. Doesn't have to be. You can get just as long as your 90 degrees is somewhere there. One little dot. So you're gonna see now where it's kind of level, and that heavy spot just lifts it right up. So there might be multiple spots on this tire, so this process is not 100% work. Like, it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't work. Like, you really gotta monkey around with the tire to get it balanced. But I'm gonna try my best to show you. So here's that same rear tire. This is the second one. So I'm kind of just looking to see how much that gray dot moves down. You want it at the 90-degree mark. It might be a little bit on the heavy side. You might need to take some putty away. But put this same tire on. Holding the camera with my neck, my chin. Alright, here we go. Here's the spin test. Wow. It's moving ever so slightly. Not a whole lot, but I'm pretty satisfied with that. That's very little vibration. You could probably monkey around with it to get it perfect, but I typically leave it at that. I don't do that too much. So that's how much putty for that guy. Yes. Good job. Alright. And then I'll show you how much putty's on this guy. The second tire. See? Almost the same size. And almost in the same kind of spot. So that's telling me the mold, in terms of how they make it, they might be inserting the glue or the plastic in the same spot, because it seems like it's almost in the same area where that air hole is. See? Kind of same here. They're almost identical. So that's telling me the mold. So nothing's perfect. That's why you balance your tires. Alright, now that the front tires have glue on them, you can see how nicely it's done by the reflection in the light. So I think that is 59.5 diameter. I've glued them. Now I'm going to balance this tire. So we're going to check it. First and foremost, this was the better one of the two of the four. When you apply glue, could be affecting the balance of the tire. So, looking here, well, yeah, it's unbalanced enough where it needs to be fixed. And on the track, that could be worth up to 3/10. Some say 3/10. Yeah, it actually could be. Because it makes the car more predictable when you balance the tires. So here we go. So here's that same tire on the balancer. There's a little nick on there. I don't know what that's from. Is that glue? No, it's not glue. It's from the rubber itself. So I'm just going to spin it. I've got the adapter in there to keep it kind of true. It doesn't come with that. That's just extra parts that I have kicking around. So I'm going to just spin it one more time. You can obviously see where that heavy part is. And I'm going to take my trusty Sharpie and mark the spot once it settles down here. Just one little mark, that's all I need. Next step is put the putty. Alright, we've got the putty in there. Now I'm going to check the movement of the tire. I didn't have to put very much. Less than the other tire. You can kind of see the heavy spot is still there. It's not really pronounced, but it's there. See, it doesn't move the tire that much from that point. Great, I'm going to give this a shot. The true test is on the actual tire sander, because that's gonna basically, oh come on, reveal how true balanced it is. And if anything, this is reason to buy this darn thing. So, here we go. So you saw the other video the first time. Now this is after it's glued. That vibration, oh, it's still there a little bit because the sander is moving. Not a whole lot, but less than before. So I'm gonna monkey around still, trying to get a little bit more putty to the front tire. The other one's still drying over there. See how, if that improved the balance. Let's go in the other direction. It's probably a little too much. I'll just take a little bit away. Now, after taking a little bit of the putty away and testing the balance on the balancer, I think this is probably the result I'm going to look for. Yeah, that's good. Got a little bit of vibration, but I think that from what it was, this is way better. I'm satisfied with that. So here's the last and final tire. This one here is unmarked. You can see this guy is the other one. There's the glue. That's nicely done. That's kind of how I like to prep the tires. Here we go. Here's a test first before we put it on the balancer. Yes, this one's dancing. Dancing on the table. So we need to work on this tire. Adding glue surely affects the balance. Here's that last and final tire on the balancer. Just kind of trying to find again that heavy spot. Didn't take very long. Okay, there's our mark. Now I'm going to put putty. One thing I noticed about this final tire is the location where the putty's being put, and it's pretty much almost the same area or general area where the other tires, the rear ones. So that's how much I put on here. And here goes the test now where that last and final tire. That gray dot is kind of hovering around that 90 degrees. That's where you kind of want it. This is kind of the yeah, I think that's probably satisfactory. Here we go now. Take it off this guy. I was using this here to adjust the putty, which you can see that's all I use. You buy it at the dollar store. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. White, black, putty. You can. I think there's different colors. Blue. Choose whatever you like. Right. Here's the last and final tire. Let's see. A little bit of vibration. Much less than what it was. So here's the final tire again. I ended up playing a little bit with the weight, and I managed to take a little bit off, just that much. And look at this. Bingo! That's all it needed. But the trick is finding that heavy spot on the tire to make it, get it balanced. That's it for now.